So, it's been a minute. Anyway, I'm back and I'm here once again to present the upcoming happenings of the competitive scene this November. So stick around if you want to stay in the loop. And as just a little heads up, prepare for November 9th. To start us off, why don't we have a look at what we here at Inkling Performance Labs ourselves are offering. Low Ink is the tournament of every month, so you don't want to miss it. Low Ink is a place for upcoming low-level players and teams to really show their worth in the competitive scene. Why exactly is this tournament so important? By banning players and teams that exceed their skill cap, which is actually pretty high for a low-level tournament, competitors get to really show their strength against the entirety of their peers in low level. Low Ink begins on November 16th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so mark your calendars. This 2-day tournament is streamed here on the IPL YouTube channel, so even if you're not competing this month, I'd still highly recommend you tune into the stream to watch these rising stars really shine. Interested in competing? For your convenience, I have left the battle file link in the description. Swim or Sink is arguably one of the current backbones of the competitive scene due to its availability for everyone to compete. SOS is a weekly tournament that happens every Wednesday but the last of the month at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and with no skill floor or cap, it's a really great opportunity for every competitive player to compete. Once again, Swim or Sink is streamed here, so feel free to pop in to watch some pretty fun matches. If you yourself are a competitive player, then consider scrolling down to the description to the Sendu link to sign yourself up. The Squid Advanced Circuit will also be happening with the Season 9 qualifiers being on both 9th and 23rd of the month at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. SAC is an incredible tournament for Low Ink and other low-level tournament banned players. Don't know what to do after winning Low Ink, but still want to compete at exclusively a level that challenges you and your colleagues? SAC is the place for you. It is my humble opinion that more attention needs to be given to the community past low level. So if you want to help make this community a healthier place for everyone, then please join us during the live streams and give some love to the players who have proven that they deserve it. I believe tournaments like these could be as big a deal as Low Ink if we care enough. Proving Grounds is the Low Ink of high level. Top players and teams compete in a format catered towards them against all the best players around. PG is a seriously serious tournament, only for the most serious Splatoon players. Seriously. So if you're like me and want more eyes on these seriously serious players, then please join us here at IPL on November 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time to make this one of the hypest days of the month. But seriously, though, why doesn't PG get as big a reaction as Low Ink? Aren't these guys leading the scene? Don't they deserve a portion of our attention? I don't know. Regardless, you should join the stream if you're available. Next up, we'll be looking at the plentiful of tournaments we'll be getting from the Shoal Organization. I love you guys at the Shoal, but the sheer amount of stuff you're doing is going to be a pain for me to script in voiceover. Let's get started. All for One is a great place for lower level teams to compete against each other in a one mode per tournament style. Each tournament will be a different game mode, this time being Splat Zones on the 8th, Rainmaker on the 22nd, both at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and Clan Blitz on the 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It's really just a cool tournament for players to prove their capability in a given game mode, so go sign up. Links are in the description. Level Up will thankfully be happening regularly this month. Gotta give those high and mid-level players their space to compete without needing to worry about running into puny little teams like Turn Left. Ooh, and you guys over in Europe also finally get to have games at a time to your liking, as the show also has EU-specific level ups, so don't worry about needing to bend to NA times. When will these be happening? NA timed level ups will be on the 15th and the 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. EU timed level ups will occur on the 11th and 25th at 6 p.m. Greenwich Time. 8-Bit Blitz, yet another weekly open level tournament on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I think it's great we have so many opportunities for players all across the skill range to compete, cause this ain't even the last open level weekly on the list. Kraken Royale caters towards EU players and teams, being a bi-weekly open level tournament at 6 p.m. Greenwich Time. I think if it weren't for the Shoal Organization, the EU comm scene would be like that one scene in SpongeBob where he's dehydrated in Sandy's class. Thanks to Shoal for keeping our EU scene relevant. The Mako Donna Cup is a very fun open-level gimmick tournament every other week, where 2 different modes are played each time and you need to buy your team comps. As much as I would like to say that you pay with real money, that's not true. But you still need to budget and optimize your spending. Go join now! Link in the description. Pay your taxes, save up for rent, go into debt, play on the 17th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Next, I think we should take a look at another prominent organization, Under Pressure. Let's see what they've got for us during the month of November. From the Ink Up will be held every other Friday, the 15th and the 29th, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. FTIU is a bi-weekly tournament catered towards lower level teams, and it's a pretty big deal for us little guys wanting to get better and finally get noteworthy results. If you're eligible to compete, then I'm sure the staff over at Under Pressure would love to have you to click the link in the description to register. That's a lot of twos. Prism Break will definitely join Swim or Sink in being a very important tournament in the scene due to it also being a weekly open level tournament, only this time it's Splat Zones prioritized and happens on Tuesdays at 8 PM Eastern Time. These are also usually streamed on Twitch, so if you won't be competing, then you can still go over there and watch. Good times! It seems that'll be all for Under Pressure for this month. Not to worry, we've still got other events coming from the rest of the community to keep us oh so busy. Heaven to Ocean Season 3 will be taking place this month. Heaven to Ocean is a tournament for higher level teams to compete against each other for a chance to win $100 USD. When I say high level Splatoon needs more, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Cash prizes. Reward these awesome players. That's so cool. So please, if you have the time, try to catch the streams, which I think will be over on Twitch, unless my little brain is betraying me. I could be wrong, but please do keep a lookout for these streams each Saturday at 1 PM Eastern Time. Little Squid League will be returning this month. As always, LSL is a pretty big deal for new and low level teams. We've got a big tourney to go head to head against our fellow newbies to hopefully dominate our competition. It may not be low ink, but hey, results are results. Interested in competing? This month's LSL will be happening on the 9th at 1 PM Eastern Time. Link will be in the description to register. Collegiate Cephalopod Association Circuit qualifiers 4 and 5 will be happening this month to prepare us for the finals in December. CCA is an association for collegiate Splatoon players to play against each other. With esports continuing to make a rise in prevalence in our world, many colleges are putting more attention in putting together esports teams alongside traditional sports, and Splatoon is no exception. Having a place for college Splatoon teams is a huge step in not just the community, but also for esports as a whole. With that being said, the 4th qualifier will be taking place on the 9th at 1 PM Eastern Time, and the 5th will be taking place on the 24th at 7 PM Eastern Time. If you're not yet registered but want to face off against other colleges, I believe you can still make it. Just head to the Discord and Battlefy, linked in the description. Big news for LAN enjoyers! We've got a handful of local Splatoon events being held this month. Big Dapple, a Splatoon LAN in New York City, New InkLAN, a Splatoon LAN in Boston for New England players, and Chai Shoals are happening on the 9th of November. I was really hoping to go to both Big Dapple and New InkLAN, but I don't think it's currently possible to be in both Boston and New York at the same time. What a shame. H-Town Splashdown, LAN hosted in Houston, will also be held on November 30th. Personally, I think Splatoon LANs bring out an amazing part of the community, and I can't wait for New InkLAN. If you're also going to New InkLAN, feel free to say hi. I'd be happy to chat as long as I'm not in the middle of a match. Well, it looks like that's most of what will be happening this month. A lot of weeklies, big low-level tournaments, and even a handful of LANs to get excited for. I know it's easy to be pessimistic about the state of our community, but months like these with so much to look forward to show, to me at least, that it really might be worth it. There's a lot of good here too. Just remember to be respectful of the tournament organizers and your fellow competitors. Let's all spread a bit of positivity, why don't we? I'll see y'all next month. Bye-bye!